What's up, guys?
What is going on? We have the absolute legend David Doolin with us and Garrett
I can't hear.
Whitney. Can you not hear?
No.
You can't hear me at all?
Can you hear me?
Oh, there it is.
You should be good.
There it is.
Now you can you hear?
Can you hear
What's
me?
up, everyone?
And we got Zach over here. What do you got going on with your head?
Well, you know, we was talking about what we was going to be talking about, and we was talking about aliens. That's what was on my
Today's
mind.
menu.
I was like, dude, we should talk about aliens. You think they real, and go down a rabbit hole. And I thought, well, if we're gonna be talking about them, they ain't gonna be queuing in on me on this radio station. So I wore my cool hat.
Protect the radio waves from getting on you.
I'm protecting the podcast. I'll take it.
Yeah. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to be the protector of the universe.
So if I'm over here in a minute and I just fall out and start seasoning or frying, they hit me. They got it.
It just went out again.
Did it?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Crazy. You should be good.
Maybe
Let's
it's
see.
this connection. Hold on.
Yeah, check.
Who's got
Check.
the little snaky snake of wires going on over here?
That's fine. It's
Got it
working.
now?
Yeah, it's working now.
All right. We didn't have a problem with it the other day, but so yeah, today we're talking about some conspiracy aliens. We're gonna get into the whole 9 yards. So with that being said, do y'all think aliens are among us?
My name's Garrett, by the way.
Late intro.
Late intro.
I just introduced you.
No, you introduced me.
No, I said we have the one and only David Doolin and Garrett Whitney.
No, you didn't never get
Did I
Garrett.
not? Oh well, we got Garrett Whitney here too. So
I might have interrupted you, so.
yeah. But anyway, do y'all think that aliens are real?
Nope.
David's a hard no.
I don't know whether they are or not, but there's a lot of situations that make it seem like there are. So
Elaborate those situations. You can't just leave it there's a lot of situations.
I mean, out of all the people that say they have seen a spaceship, I mean, most of them probably crazy, but surely there's at least one. I mean, that's just odds, you know.
Somebody's got something on a cell phone somewhere
Yeah.
that we don't know about. What if they confiscated it?
I mean,
it could have happened.
then we would never know, I guess.
It's probably that new AI shit.
The AI, yeah.
Hey, that's how they're getting your face.
Getting everything.
Your AI.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You can look up anyone and,
make them say anything.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Like you see TikToks all the time of these famous people saying stuff, and they got them weird videos of them. Like people just, if you look at their lips, you know exactly they're not saying what they're saying.
It's usually like a Joe Rogan podcast, and they just change what he's saying.
They do sound like, if you really listen to it, you can tell that it's not their voice.
Yeah,
But
it's pretty close.
if you're old, I can get where it can.
Yeah.
Like if you're not used to technology.
Or like the picture on Facebook that just went around of Kamala and Jeffrey Epstein. Like
I didn't say that.
that's
I didn't
it's
see that either.
It's a picture of them like at a beach or something, and she's in a bikini and Jeffrey Epstein's in his bathing suit. It's like that's obviously AI.
Yeah, could be at his island.
But I see where David was going. AI, that means aliens are controlling all that. So when you take a picture of yourself or you take a picture of somebody else, it gets all your stuff, so they can hack into your stuff.
You can look up anyone and make up anything about them and just type it in your phone.
That's wild.
I know.
Where was that at when I was younger?
No kidding.
I need my mom to say, "Yeah, he's not going to be here at school today."
Yeah.
He's little Johnny's sick. He quite ain't gonna be able to make it today.
Yeah, I would have not been in school for sure.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't there very much anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got mixed feelings about the whole alien thing. I said this on the podcast before, but it's scary if they don't exist, and it's scary if they do exist. Because if they don't exist, then we're just the only living creatures that's in a million, billion, quadrillion mile universe. And we're just sitting here floating on a rock.
Then again, that's a whole nother conspiracy.
Let's hear it. This is what we're here for today. Conspiracy.
Yeah, that's
What is
what-
that? What? Explain the conspiracy.
So, I know you can't believe everything you see, but there was a podcast, and this guy was a so-called top of the military dude. I didn't look him up, so I don't know if it's true or not. But
They done wiped that.
he said that
Don't matter.
he said that the aliens aren't coming from the sky; they're coming from the ocean. He said that they've tracked things going like Mach 2 underwater in the ocean.
Yeah.
And with no propulsion detected, like there's no heat signatures. From
That's what
it.
happened when they went to look for the Titanic. The aliens got them.
Well, I seen. I didn't hear the that story you was talking about, but I did see like the story on that fighter pilot that seen that little UFO in his thing. Like it was a Tic Tac, the Tic Tac UFO. It looked like a Tic Tac, and it would jump around across the screen, and like it would go up and down super fast, side to side super fast, and then like within just a millisecond it was gone, like out of radar. So that's the only one that I've heard. But yeah, keep talking about what you're talking about.
And I think Tucker Carlson had him on his show. People were like, one would land on a Navy cruiser, and the people that would walk up to it went brain dead immediately, like fell to the floor, and they didn't die, but they just lost all brain function. They were just vegetables.
What was jumping on the ship? Aliens?
No, like a ship. They would pull up to a ship in the ocean, just sitting there. And like apparently, there's a bunch of lawsuits against the government because they won't pay the death benefit because it was not natural.
Like a cruise ship,
No, like a Navy.
like a battleship type
Yeah.
deal.
Pulled up to what? Another ship?
No, that was
The
just sitting.
spaceship was just sitting out there, and they went to
That's
investigate.
what I said. You
Yeah.
said no, a boat. And I was like, oh, okay.
They were
I'm
on a
lost.
boat.
It does make sense 'cause they do say like the ocean's like 99% not discovered yet. So like we
Well,
don't know
yeah.
what's down there. It's weird. We know more about outer space than we do our own planet.
Supposedly.
They're tricking you. They're making you look up when you should be looking over to the ocean.
They're
Down
pointing your perspective the wrong way.
Down, no.
in the ocean.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would be down.
I thought you meant like the ocean's down. I was like, well, depends on how you look at
I
it.
bet there's some stuff down there.
I guarantee it.
Like if you think about it, like if you really think about it, the ocean levels has not been the same since this Earth's been here. Like the water rises and falls.
Yeah.
I bet there's some interesting stuff down there.
I mean, I think it's just like the flood that happened. Pretty sure that's what created most of these mountain ranges and like all of the valleys and everything. I mean,
The Great Flood.
yeah,
Yeah, it does make sense.
just like the Grand Canyon was carved out by a river.
Yeah,
Imagine what a great flood would do to the mountains.
to the mountain. So you think like everything was flat at one point?
I mean, I don't know if it was all flat. There probably was some hills, but
He's
I'm talking like deep river.
We're not getting back on the
crevices
flat world.
I'm not.
The
going
world
there.
is flat.
That's
I'm joking.
flat Earth.
We literally had this.
I
argument.
really want a flat earther to come on this show.
I mean,
I don't believe in flat Earth, but
I don't either.
I want to debate a
I'm
flat
just-
earther. I want to see what they think.
I'm just gonna say I've never been high up in the sky to see the Earth curve, and there's a lot of stuff debunking.
Garrett's kind of a halfway flat
I'm a
earther.
halfwayer for sure.
So I was trying to explain to Zach, and it's probably gonna sound like we're beating a dead horse because we've talked about we've touched base on this like 3 times already on this podcast. But so the biggest flat Earth theory is, everybody says, well, if the Earth's flat, you're just gonna run off the side, like you'll just run off the edge of the Earth. Well, flat Earthers think the Antarctica is a big ice wall, and the actual continent of Antarctica it's not there. It's just the way they perceive it to make the world round. But so that's just kind of.
I mean, you can't go.
I'm not saying the
explore.
Earth is flat, but I bet there's some sketchy stuff going on over there in Antarctica.
That's what I'm saying. You're not allowed to go over there and explore. So how? I mean, can't prove the theory wrong. Like if you look at a globe and you look at flights, like pull up Google Earth. And if you look at flights that go from California to Japan or whatever it is, like across the ocean.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. How it doesn't just go straight, it goes.
Yeah. If it was a globe, the straightest line would just be.
Oh, look at that. It's already on Antarctica. As soon as I pulled it up.
Look at that.
Hold on just a second. Hold on.
Exactly. Zoom in. There's no photos of Antarctica either.
I was gonna try to record this, but I kind of forgot how to. But anyway, go where?
Just zoom all the way out. This is as far out as you can zoom. Okay, yeah, there you go. Zoom in a
You need to look up Flight Trader or Flight Tracker.
So go where?
Well, it'd probably be easier to do that.
The flight tracker.
Yeah.
This thing.
Might just be flight aware.
Flight aware.
Flight tracker.
Okay.
Oh.
Go down. So that's a map
So
of the
zoom
US
out.
right there.
Yeah.
Zoom out.
Okay. So yeah, that's all flat.
Yeah.
This is how I see all my patients.
So yeah, for that's and I've heard about that theory. Like you see the flight tracker, it's always a straight line.
Yeah.
But I've also heard like if you have a globe, like the scale model globe of the Earth, and you pinpoint, say, Florida and Alaska, there's going to be curvature if you're looking at it on the globe. But if you laid it straight out, it's actually closer if you went in a straight line. But when you put it back on the globe, it kind of curves. So that's, I don't know, that's kind of what I've heard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, if you go from South America over to,
I wish this was bigger. I wish you could full screen this, but I guess you can't.
well, I mean,
But see, it doesn't show their flight path. It just shows where the planes are. Dang, there's a lot of planes up there.
yeah, if you click on it, it'll show their flight path.
There's a ton of planes.
So this one,
It also shows helicopters if you go all the way in.
okay, so this one's going to Pittsburgh, and it's over.
Yeah, we need one that's going overseas somewhere.
Okay, let me
Go back, hit the back button.
back up here. Let's find one out in the middle of the ocean here.
One of them.
Okay, so this one's going to
Oh, they're not there yet.
arriving in
Honolulu. Hawaii.
Honolulu.
Well, there's pattern though.
But yeah, see, but they're kind of curved
Yeah.
on here.
It's curved. It's not going to show it, I don't think, going straight up.
But anyway, yeah, I know what you're talking about
Yeah,
there.
it's hard to explain.
So you think the world's flat, but you don't know.
I mean, all I'm saying.
What about
is-
flights to like Canada to South Africa? See if there's flights from that. Like, why wouldn't they go up and over?
Like Antarctica?
I guess.
I'll just be honest with y'all. I don't even know. I don't even know
don't
half
know
the
if that's a
places
real
around here
thing
on the
or
world map.
I think they would stop though if they went up there. Like it's going to be hard to find a flight that goes. Yeah, so that one's going from California. Just picking out a flight, it's going to be impossible.
See, look at that.
Oh yeah, look at this though. It goes.
want to go.
Why is
That's
that one
weird.
going straight right there?
He's being diverted.
But anyway, yeah. So that makes
Francisco.
sense. See how it goes up near Greenland, then comes back down
Yeah.
in Russia, and then comes all. That's what, India. Yeah.
So
That's weird.
if the Earth is a circle, why wouldn't they just go straight across the ocean over there?
Yeah.
If the
See
Earth,
what I'm saying?
but if it was flat too, why wouldn't they just go straight?
I mean that too, but look, San Francisco.
Well, I can tell you that they're not going.
But
They're going
see-
the way they're
but
going
hold on,
because they need
hold on.
layovers.
So this is what a flat earther thinks. Let's see.
Yeah, go to a flat Earth map. Right.
I don't know if it's round, flat.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm.
Might
either
be a
way,
little
I'm just saying
cockeyed.
I don't know.
But see, that's what the flat earthers think the map looks like.
Yeah.
So it would, like, if you was going from here to here,
Click on that next picture.
this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
can
yeah.
bring it all the way up. But it does, yeah. I can see why. Yeah, I can see their point there.
And have you not seen all the videos of people asking airliner pilots?
What they say?
They're asking if the Earth is flat, and they say, "Oh, yeah, definitely."
Hmm.
But I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know if there's getting pages out of that. Or
Here's the funny thing that I find strange, because I believe in the Bible. I'm a Christian, but I also believe in some science. And if you read the Bible, it says the firmament, and there's some Bible that's actually got pretty much the earth on a pedestal, and then it's got a dome around it.
yeah.
So that's another thing that's kind of contradicting each other.
And the only other thing I don't know is like stars. And I mean, is it a firmament and there's still a space? That's what I don't understand.
It's the Simpsons, and that's the globe.
The dome.
Yeah,
Dome.
we're in a dome.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
And Bigfoot's sitting there with a controller controlling us.
Bigfoot.
Rain. Not rain. Let's cook them. Turn the heat up.
I just want to know. I don't believe in Bigfoot either, but why is there like 27 seasons of finding Bigfoot?
Because they ain't found him yet.
Maybe that's why they not found him.
They came close.
Dave, you believe in Bigfoot?
No, I'm just joking.
Yeah. Another interest, like I'm fascinated in the pyramids.
Oh my!
That is what I'm like.
That's a big alien
Yeah.
plus for me.
That's the only reason I kind of believe in aliens. And I don't know if it's aliens or if it was an ancient civilization
or giants.
or giants.
Yeah, because giants
But
are mentioned in the Bible.
yeah.
I mean,
Here's my thoughts on the pyramids. So for one, they've already pretty much discovered. Now, no mainstream scientist is going to tell you this, but they've already pretty much discovered that the pyramids are a lot older than what they're deceiving. They're only saying they're only 2,500 BC, but there's been other scientists that proves that they've been there a lot longer than that. And the only reason why I say the aliens is linked to the pyramids or vice versa is if you look back, there's countless pyramids across the whole earth pretty much.
yeah.
And they're all the exact same form, I guess. They don't look the exact same, but they're
That's when the giants were shooting dice.
But if you look at the pyramids in Egypt, like the Pyramid of Giza, its base, I think it's its base measurements is like the exact measurement of the speed of light, and then its radius is there's something about it that's like
One of the pyramids, I think it's in Mexico, but one of them, the point, the very tip of the pyramid, the coordinates to that are the speed of sound.
oh really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Like,
So you got the coordinates of Giza is the speed of light. Like you can look it up, and it's the speed of light to like just a small amount. You know, it's a different, like it's just very, very minuscule. And then you got one in Mexico that's the speed of sound. Now here's my thought on that. So I think the pyramids. So if you look back into it, and if you look up the Younger Dry Ice impact, have y'all heard of that?
No.
So that it's a theory out there that says that there was a meteor that hit about 12,000 years ago, 14,000 years ago, somewhere along there. And there's actually archaeological evidence that this happened. But a lot of mainstream scientists will discredit that too. But so the Younger Dry Ice impact, there was a big meteor that came down and pretty much wiped out all the ancient civilizations. And it kind of set us back in the Stone Age, and we had to restart. That's when like the caveman and all this, the Mesopotamian era and all that stuff happened. But yeah, so they're pretty much saying that because before that, that's when the pyramids were born. When the Egyptians moved into Egypt, when they migrated over there, they was already there, and the Sphinx and all that stuff was already there too. So.
yeah. Have you heard about the LiDAR thing they're using now?
Mm-mm.
So apparently they can use LiDAR mapping to like look in the deep Amazonian forest, and like they're finding civilizations that nobody ever even knew about.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine like everywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
Like we was talking about the ocean.
what's under there.
Yeah, if a fish can breathe, something else can breathe under there.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I don't know. It's just it's mind boggling. Like there's so much stuff that we don't know about or that we don't know about ourselves. But so yeah. But that was kind of the theory. Like the ancient civilization, they didn't have like what we have today. Like we went to the directions of combustion engines, electricity, stuff like that. They think they more or less did like sound technology.
Yeah.
That's how they got all them bricks over there, is through like sound waves and all that.
Have you seen that, like a video of people moving stuff with those big horns?
Oh yeah.
Like you're like, what in the
There's
world?
some kind of frequency.
Yeah, they all play
That's
the
why
same
they all
exact
had the big
frequency.
hats cover their ears.
The 10 full hats.
No, like they always had
Like
the big
earmuffs.
headdress thing and their beard all the way down. That was what was the headdress, earmuffs. They move stuff by sound.
Maybe. It just don't make sense. Like what they taught us in school. Like you actually think about, they taught us when we was like 10 years old how the pyramids got there. If you really think about it, we can't even do that now with the with the technology we got.
machinery that we have,
An
we could
excavator
not
can,
do that.
because they're like, there's 2.3 or 2.4 million bricks in the Great Pyramid.
And how much is one of those bricks?
They're like 100 tons apiece. 1 to 200 tons, I think, is what they got.
Yeah.
And then like there's some of them that you can't even fit a credit card in. That's how tight they are.
Yeah.
Now I did see a theory today though, because I was kind of
Pre-gaming.
pre-gaming, cramming everything in. Somebody has suggested that they might have poured it like asphalt, like concrete. But I don't know.
But you realize what kind of mold you would have to hold that?
Yeah.
Because somebody was saying like there's
Well, we can't even build houses with
yeah.
average blocks without them messing up.
Well, the
That's
reason
been there for that long.
the reason they say that is there's like some I can't remember exactly what type of wood is in there, but there's beams in there, like wooden beams in
cypress.
there, like cypress, and they're formed into the blocks like it was concrete. But the cypress, they dated it back. They did some kind of test to it and dated it back. It's as old as the pyramid.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's what Noah's Ark's supposed to be made out of.
Cypress wood. Yeah. Didn't they find something?
Well,
I think they found the boat.
I can't remember which country it is. They have a mountain literally named Mountain of the Ark, and that's where they think it is.
I seen something one time. Like you go to Google Earth, I don't.
Yeah,
know
I
if
thought
it's
they
out,
found-
but it looks like the Ark.
I thought they found it.
That's what they say.
But see,
Okay.
and that's another thing. So I was Graham Hancock's his name. He's the guy that's done most of the research for that ancient civilization, like the Younger Dryas Impact. So he went he's got a Netflix special. Y'all should watch it. It's called I can't remember what it's called, but he's got a Netflix special, and so he pretty much goes around and looks at all the pyramids, like the 7 wonders of the world, and sees how, trying to debunk the theory of everybody, like our civilization made it, and pretty much tries to prove, well, every civilization pretty much has a story, and they're all different forms, but it's the exact same story about how a great rain came, and there was a guy that showed up on a boat. Every single one of them. So, just saying, all the people that doesn't believe in. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, if every civilization has a story, like there's some story of some guy in a boat
With that baseline.
Yeah, I mean. So my thought is like, if the Younger Dryas impact is true, that's what caused the flood. Like it was a big meteor hit it. That's what caused the flood, wiped out all the ancient civilizations, because it only makes sense. Wiped out everybody. Then every civilization has a story about some guy on a boat right after that. You put 2 and 2 together.
I mean, that's how all religions are too. They all connect
Yeah,
Yeah.
in some way.
some way or form.
So that's what I'm thinking. Like I think that and here's another thing. Like, why would people? It's like if there's stories about it in every, culture, where are they getting these stories from? Like who? Like you hear about like the dragons and then you hear about the giants,
Probably Uncle Bubba.
and then you hear about like the guy Noah, pretty much. Like, where's all like? There's got to be some truth, like Atlantis.
Yeah.
Like, why would somebody just make I know it's Plato's work, but like, it only makes sense like if like maybe Atlantis was like the hub of ancient civilization, and all these pyramids communicated with it. Then the meteor came, flood came, we start over. And then the giants, I don't even want to go to the giants because I'm pretty sure, like in the book of Enoch, I'm pretty sure the giants were pretty much fallen angels. And that's another thing, like that Graham Hancock guy said, like in all the civilizations, they have depictions, like in pictures, of giants. So
Yeah, that's in every that's everywhere.
yeah.
Giants
And listen to this: if you go to Egypt, you know how they did hieroglyphics. So they got pictures of everything. There's not one depiction of them building the pyramid.
That's kind of weird.
So, like nowhere.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something that big,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna have like any trace of it, like paperwork, I guess.
And then aliens, like, then that got me thinking to wrap around the alien part, like, what if? So in the book of Enoch, it says they pretty much angels came from the sky. What if that started the aliens? There's giants. That's what started the alien rumors. Because, I mean, them people didn't know no better. They was just some, another life form. And then they came down, showed us all this stuff, built up this advanced technology that we don't even know of. And then, okay, here comes a meteor, wipes us all out. Noah built a boat, set sail, restart.
And he just he didn't want to bring that back up when he got to where he was going.
Yeah. Like he said.
I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
Like he said, look, I'm going to let you live. You're going to build this boat. Take your family. Take all, one species of every animal. Build this boat, but you don't say a word about it. Just a thought.
Maybe so.
I mean, once you take everything and you put it together, it does make a lot of sense.
Have you heard the conspiracy about it's kind of like GTA, like someone's controlling you at every second, everything you do?
Like a simulation?
Yeah. The simulation.
Matrix.
Conspiracy.
The Matrix.
Yeah, Matrix.
I don't
Yeah.
believe in simulations. There ain't no way. Like doing deliveries and stuff and going to people's houses, and like it's just regular everyday people that you. Like most people are just very self-absorbed, Like we're
They only care
you only
about
think about what
us.
you're doing.
Well, that's
you
like-
don't ever
we-
think about.
Thinking about we was talking the other day about school. Like, what if they taught you what they taught you to divert you from the truth?
Yeah, I mean the government
Well,
controls the school system.
yeah, the school is very institutionalized. Like
Yeah,
it's
they
it's
can do
only
that
made for
for
one
sure.
point, and that's to make a good worker out of you. That's it.
That's it.
That's why they don't teach you about taxes. That's why they don't teach you how to build a business. They teach you to be a good employee so you can go work for these big manufacturing companies.
Yep.
And-
And you know what's crazy is they told us that.
You have
I
to get a little
remember-
closer to your mic, Garrett. You can't hear.
I said they told us that in school. Like I remember, I think it was our 7th or 8th grade year in middle school,
Oh, yeah.
and they made us take that test, and they were like, "This test determines which, like Topre or which
Oh, I do remember that, yeah.
which corporation comes to Coleman because they want us, smart."
To look into your little 7th grade mind and see what you're thinking.
See if you're going to
No,
be a
not
good
that.
worker.
Yeah,
See what you want to
see if
be
you're gonna
whenever
be a
you
good
get
worker.
older. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they said. See what you want to be. They were looking at like who's gonna be a good worker.
Yeah.
In that area, who
In a
can
factory.
fulfill our what we need. That's kind of crazy.
Are these kids gonna be smart enough to work in our factory?
I think it's
by the
funny.
time
See,
they're-
that's why they like city schools. We didn't get that test.
No, we didn't. We got
They knew we wasn't gonna be able to do it.
we took an ASVAB test. That's about it.
Yeah, we never took the ASVAB.
You never took the ASVAB? That's
Nope.
wild. We did.
I don't even think they offered it.
I never
Yeah.
took the ACT.
No, we didn't.
Really?
Take the ACT.
I never took it,
I took it one time.
I took it 4 times.
and I still got my diploma. I don't know how that worked.
Do they even still
I
do
still
the
got mine
ACT?
too.
Do they?
I literally skipped the day that we took it,
I got the ACT
and then we had
and
the makeup
CAT.
day, and I skipped that day.
My brother just took the MCAT. I don't know what he made, but he's applying for med school and everything.
What's the MCAT?
It's at the ACT.
Oh,
Crazy stuff.
yeah. I just took it the one time.
But yeah, it's all a scheme to make you a good employee. That's why, like, heck, some of the best businessmen I know and some of the most successful people I know dropped out. So I'm not saying drop out of school. I think
out.
I think it's, I don't know. It does teach you discipline,
Kinda.
but I don't know.
I have more discipline now than I did as a kid.
Yeah. But that's another thing, like, your mind's not fully developed until
I
you're,
know.
especially a guy, you're not fully developed till you're 25.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Like,
I'm
I
like
wish-
27, and I don't think mine's there yet.
Says the guy with the
Tinfoil hat.
tinfoil hat.
I'm cooking it right now.
I just don't know. Like, I think for a lot of kids, they would be better off just going to work at 15 and 16, not have no
Well, you
go.
know,
throughout the day.
look at the change in the school process.
No.
But so when you go back to like what Garrett was saying a while ago, back in school, like back in the day when they was in school, they didn't, like my grandparents, they went to like what, 2nd, 3rd grade, and they was
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, they went to work.
You know why? Because they were already at the mindset to do what the job was that
Yeah.
they needed them to do.
Farmers' kids.
Yeah,
Hey, all you got to do is go out there and pick those tomatoes. Those are the circle red ones. Get them. Okay. They're good. They don't need to go to school no more.
But at the time, that's
Now
what they
look at the
needed to do.
companies like Garrett was just saying. Whenever they're in the area, that's why they're going to take a little more training for this. They're going to take a little
Yeah,
bit more
exactly.
training.
But,
What I think is a total scam is universities, though.
oh yeah,
I think here's my the only reason they want you to go do another 4 years is pretty much to prove what you've already proven going to school for 12 to 13 years. Because I didn't go to college, but I've heard a lot of people say, like, unless you're a med, or, in the medical field like David, but like if you go like an engineering degree, I'm pretty sure you can be taught everything you need to know on the job.
That's 100% true.
That's
Yeah,
like
but
Elon Musk.
there's
Like
different jobs now.
Look at
That's
Garrett
the
right now
problem.
talking about getting training.
Yeah.
He's going to work on
He's
the
freaking
planes
airplane mechanic.
that don't fly straight. They fly straight. Like
Yeah, ours fly straight. They're just little ones.
Yeah.
so, like he didn't go to school. I mean, he's not going to school. He's getting on the job training.
Yeah.
I think on the job training is the biggest thing. Like and like Elon Musk, like he'll straight up and say, I'd rather take a competent person with no degree that I can teach than somebody that's got all this university
An
degrees
arrogant person.
that's absolutely
Common sense.
no common sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But, I mean, not knocking people that do go to college. There's a lot of people that go.
There's
to
a lot of
college
benefits for going to college.
I'm still in
are-
college.
that do have common sense. I mean, like the engineer thing, you're not going to get the job you like. There's just different jobs now. There's
Yeah.
people that are engineers that never build anything. They just draw stuff on paper,
Yeah.
and can't really get on the job experience drawing. That's a pretty technical thing. I think you have to go to school for. But I mean, there's just the variety of jobs are so broad that I think that's where they get you is you don't know what you're going to do, but come to school for 4 years anyways. You can change your major as many times as you want. We don't care.
Well, yeah, they
We're
don't
gonna
care.
make money.
Because they're gonna make money
That's-
more.
that's
They're gonna
where
make
they
more
get you.
money if you change.
Yeah.
That's why I think they put you in college at 18 years old because you don't. I mean, at 18 years old, you
You
don't
have
have
no
a
idea.
clue what you're gonna do. You have an idea, but by the time you're 20, 21, you're like, oh, I don't think I want to do that no more.
Actually, what's funny is I wanted to do this whenever I was 18 and I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Now I'm back in the later stages going
Full
back
circle.
to it. Yeah.
But it's like if you take kids, like elementary school kids, like like kindergartners and first graders, you say, what do you want to be when you grow up?
No, it's
It's
astronaut.
it's everywhere
It's crazy
Firefighter,
stuff, or it's stuff.
dog.
It's stuff that they're
that they see on TV. Yeah.
a T-Rex.
T-Rex. I want to be a shark.
But I don't know. It's weird. Like if you think about it, it's just lying in the big man's pocket. That's all it is.
That's
That's
all.
all
it is.
everything is now.
It's-
Yeah.
Oh, we don't even get started
You
on
can't
taxes and
I mean,
all
you
that.
can't
get
tell
up and
me-
go to work
yeah.
without paying this.
You can't tell me it takes $25,000 to learn to take a couple classes
Yeah. There's no
for
way.
a semester. You know,
Who's
I
getting
mean,
that money? That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
the
saying.
college like they're
I know, that's
college
what I'm
is,
saying,
and
but
then and then the professor.
the teacher is not
The
getting
teacher
that.
only makes what?
Teachers are like the most
$200,000 a year.
underpaid
Well,
people.
And they have
In high school, yeah, but in college, it's a little bit different.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
say a
like,
college
that's-
professor's getting paid
you know how-
$200,000 a year.
but you know how wrong that is?
but they have a lecture of say
Because they put
150
up with
people.
it. They put up with that
Yeah.
person for 4 years. 4 years after
Yeah.
they've had 13 years of training,
Yeah.
and they get paid more than the people that was dealing
Yeah.
with them when they were in kindergarten and first.
Yeah, I
That's
think
so ridiculous.
I think grade school teachers they have the short end of the stick.
Oh,
they need to be paid a lot better.
absolutely.
No way in hell I would ever be a teacher.
No,
But that's why I just said they
if
deserve a pay
if I had
raise.
to be a teacher, I would be like
I can't deal with
a high school PE coach. I might could deal with that because I'd just tell them go play on your phones. See you later.
Yeah.
Zach, that's a terrible PE teacher.
Deuces.
That's what the world
Let's
does
go,
anyway.
Let's go play kickball. Like
No,
when
they
I was
don't.
in elementary school, man, I love.
If you want to be athletic, do athletic things.
Yeah.
Coach Bolin, run 3 laps, do whatever you want. Yes, sir.
We had a teacher which given to him, he was on his last, he was near retirement. So if I was him, I would do the same thing. He literally came in, he was like, all right, open your books to page whatever, read from here to here, and
I'll hand you a
be
test.
quiet.
Answer the question in the back of the book.
And then he'd have his whole newspaper. He'd lean back in his chair, prop his feet up, pop his newspaper out, and you better not disturb him. So,
And you'd have a test on it the next day, but then you'd be like, "Oh, I gotta learn all this."
All
All
right.
right, you can open your book,
then he
and
hits
here's
you
your
with the-
test.
Then he hits you with that. It's an open book test. Yeah, the open book teachers they was goats.
geez,
Yeah. Props to the teachers out there. You deserve more pay.
And like, I don't know. I like being outside and kind of always going. I don't like sitting. I wouldn't like sitting there teaching. Like that's just too much in one spot. You know. I like
I don't
moving
have the
around.
patience. I don't have the patience.
Yeah.
I'm a busybody.
I could. It would be. I don't know. I thought it like when I was younger, when I graduated high school, it crossed my mind. Now I didn't do anything about it, but it crossed my mind. I was like, I could go be a teacher.
I couldn't
Seems like
imagine that as a
seems like a nice job to have.
Never crossed my mind.
Never.
No, I would like to coach. That would be the only thing I'd like to do.
I don't know if I'd like to coach. I think I'm just too nice. Like I can't be mean to kids. They don't.
You just gotta get in the right mindset.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Be like the
Wait till you have some to change your mind.
Oh yeah, I know.
the
That's
third division football. Have y'all seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
Be like that. You gotta have that mindset. Go out there and just beat them up.
hard rubber bullets. They're not real bullets.
Was that on that show?
Yeah,
I'll have
hard
to watch
rubber
it.
bullets.
What is it? What show is it?
You've never
Look
seen the
up
movie?
third division
I don't
football.
have no idea what you're
Third
talking
division
about.
Third-
football. Is it like a
Division three football.
Football's finest.
Yeah.
Division 3?
Look it up really quick. We'll play like a clip or something.
Oh man, I'm telling you, that's
Funny.
a funny movie.
Oh, it's like a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
yeah. Division 3 football's finest.
Just look up the
Right there.
preview or whatever.
When was it made?
Oh, a while back.
Look at this son of
yeah.
a gun. Yeah, you gotta be like him. Watch that video real quick.
That was a
Are we gonna be able to hear it with these headphones?
Uh,
No.
Oh yeah.
Hands up now, you're mute. We got that old little non-deaf mute girl. Oh yeah, what's the name? Old Helen Yeller. Helen Yeller. Helen Yeller. No, old Helen Yeller. Oh yeah.
Kellen Yeller.
Who's ready for some Division III football? We've got the Division III Polish Wilcox. Let's go! If they don't produce a winning record next season, it'll be the end of the football people.
As far as the head coach goes, we're going to need somebody who's got some famousness to them.
Broke my shades, bitch.
That's publicity stuff for more attention.
You got to razzle dazzle them.
You better call that rock. I got you, baby. The next couple and a half months of three, your ass is grass.
You're the lawnmower.
And you're the lawnmower.
And you're the lawn.
No, you're the lawnmower.
No, you're the lawn.
You have to watch that movie.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
It's great.
That's the thing. Though, if a coach did that now in
They'd be
in high
under the
school,
prison.
They'd be out in
yeah,
a
they
hot
would be.
minute.
I
They would
mean,
be out.
no, if any coach ever did
Oh,
what that
did-
guy did, they would be in prison. But
Yeah.
like that's the whole point. It's just hilarious.
I think Hoover's coach just got fired for that.
Trent Richardson's
Trent
going to Hoover.
Richardson's going to Hoover.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's
I saw that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, what
Yeah,
Trent Richardson?
Yeah,
He's
He's the next
Hoover's head
quarterback?
coach. Yeah,
yeah.
is Hoover's head coach?
Yes.
football.
What in the world?
they're about to be.
Everybody's in trouble.
I mean, how much money has Hoover got? How much they paying that guy?
I-
Is he donating it?
I don't know.
Obviously, they fired everybody and just hired him. He's going to be the teacher.
Is
and
he gonna
everything,
play?
probably.
Was he
He gonna
from
be-
around there?
Yeah, he's got to be a teacher.
Yeah, that is true. Like to
In
be
the
a
state
high
of
school
Alabama.
coach. I wonder. If
I mean, he might be the assistant. I don't know, but he's definitely coaching.
I think you have. Don't you
I
have
think you have to be a teacher no matter what kind of coach you are.
or some kind of?
Oh, you know the old history teacher.
What if he's like? What if they hire him for like the like a
He's a water boy.
groundskeeper?
He's a water boy.
And he's just
Water boy suggested blows.
he's like Nick Saban. He's just gonna be in the calling the shots for the
Yeah.
press box.
You know Nick Saban didn't pick Alabama to win this year?
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
Who'd he pick? Georgia.
Or I don't even know. Let's see here.
Guess who I seen today?
Who?
Oh, Nader Tater south of Decatur.
I did too. Did you see him on his own
On his
moped?
moped.
Oh yeah, his moped now. Jesus.
Yeah, the one he bought in California.
He bought a moped?
In California, yeah.
Why
No
did he? How did he get it over here?
Georgia and Texas.
You got it shipped here.
Georgia or Texas?
Georgia and Texas to play in the
So is he got him,
2024
like,
SEC
is he back here
championship
now,
game.
or is he going back?
Yeah, he's back here.
That doesn't.
So he's not going back.
I don't know.
We need to get him on the show.
He said he wanted to be on here.
Did you tell him today,
Yeah,
dude?
I told him about it.
I've
He's like,
got-
dude,
we've-
y'all got to get me on.
We've got to get on here. Like, how long is he gonna be here? Like, is he back for good,
I mean, he's back for as far as I know.
dude? We should get him on here like this weekend.
He's
I'm
gonna.
sure he'll do it.
How often do you do these?
We've been
Just
doing
whenever?
Yeah, this is the third one this week that we've done. So
Technically, it's the second.
second
Jeez.
show, we did a short. We did like a 20-minute show, but we did one Sunday and then this one today. So yeah, we're trying to do a couple a week, and just whenever, just to stay relevant though. So, but anyway, yeah, we got to get Nate on the show. He would be hilarious.
I agreed.
I don't know what we'd talk about with him, but I'm sure he'd come up with
He come up with some crazy stuff.
Yeah, he's fun talking.
I was just wanting to talk about aliens.
Yeah. So we can
Well,
go
I
back.
think we covered aliens pretty good.
Yeah. The
I don't know.
aliens.
What other conspiracies do we got?
Dude, there's so many.
I know.
So that's the thing. Like, I don't study conspiracy.
I don't either.
Like I see TikToks about it. That's about all the studying I do.
Yeah.
I don't ever have time to look up anything
I mean, what about the
being in the
whole
medical field.
Trump getting shot deal?
Oh, that's crazy. Have you seen the
Set up.
analytics to that?
They've
up
released
and,
his autopsy today. I think the shooter's autopsy or something like
Oh, really? Look
I
it
had
up
a-
really quick.
that. I had I seen it on I had a Fox News alert earlier for it.
That's crazy.
I think it's all crazy.
I think it was set up. There's no way they don't get that guy before he starts shooting. There's
I
no
don't
way
think-
he gets on the building.
No, they say it was set up by that one FBI.
I don't think it
Lady.
was set up by Trump.
No,
I think it was
I'm
set
just
up by
saying,
the
set up
Secret
by
Service.
anybody.
I think the Secret Service
it was
was
a
in on
Secret
it.
Service lady. She admitted to it, and whenever they questioned her, I mean, everything.
Yeah, I think it was the Secret Service was in on it.
I mean,
We
they
had
to be.
we talked about this on 2 podcasts ago,
Yeah, something like that.
and it was some of the things like Big E was saying. I was like, yeah, see, that's an inside job, 100%.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
And he was telling the shooter not to shoot, or she was telling the shooter not to shoot, and he didn't shoot
I mean,
until he made his shot.
how does
He had the
bring a
scopes on her
gun and a
or on him.
ladder climb up
Well,
the
they
top of
said
the
that he
building?
already had that stuff there.
Yeah, but
See, all it
if
says
the Secret
is-
Service does a sweep, then
yeah.
that's
All-
just not
He
right.
wasn't there. His stuff was supposedly up on the roof, and they didn't see it or something. I was like,
All it says on his
how do
autopsy.
you not see it when your scope is
And then all the people saying, like, telling him that he was climbing up there. Like, people were watching him climb up there.
Yeah,
And they
everybody
weren't
was
doing
trying to
anything
tell
about
him.
I'm just glad he made that rut.
What I heard, which I didn't listen to the depositions or anything, but from a little bit that I've heard, it was a big miscommunication because supposedly this may be false, but this is just what I heard. Supposedly, like, the Secret Service has a different radio channel than everybody else because it can't be, so it's private. Nobody can listen in on it. So what happened is whenever somebody pointed out the shooter, instead of radioing it, pushing the button and radioing it in, so supposedly the county or the city spotted him first. So then they had to make phone calls up their chain of command to get hold of the Secret Service to let them know.
Oh, I saw that.
And then by the time it's all said and done, the dude's already shooting. And
They were trying. The people were trying.
but here's my deal.
The people were trying to radio to Secret Service. Hey, there's somebody up there, but it wasn't going through. That's an inside job, 100%. Hey,
You
you're
don't
on.
make that.
Well,
Hey,
no,
we're
no,
gonna
if
be
you
on.
think
We're gonna be
about it,
on.
no.
We're gonna be on
No,
our.
if you think about it, if
Yeah,
they don't have the
that's
same
crazy.
radio channel, there's no way you can radio it because
Yeah,
it makes sense for the Secret Service to have a separate radio channel.
I'm not saying, but that's what I'm saying.
So you're telling me there wasn't a single Secret Service agent right next to any of the
I don't
city
know.
cops?
I don't know.
Yeah, like,
But see,
Whenever they went
but
to
here's-
Coleman, they were everywhere.
but
but
here's
the Secret Service seen him, and the guy was supposedly trying to radio in to get the all clear too, and he couldn't get into nobody
I don't know.
for the first like 5 or 6
The
seconds.
thing, like,
That's
why
just what he
didn't shoot.
says.
Yeah. But my thing is the shooter, I think, was really trying to get in. Hey, I was trying to communicate with somebody, and the inside person at the Secret Service was like, "Hey, everybody, we're gonna turn our radios off," or, they have their own channel, but I promise you, there's like 2 or 3 frequencies
Well,
on
here's
their
my deal.
station,
Here's
and they're
my
like,
deal.
"Hey, we're gonna be on
If-
channel 2."
If somebody was going to hire somebody, why would they hire somebody that's 20 years old that has no type of gun training or anything like
because
that?
he
If they
was
was literally
they knew he was stupid enough to do it because if you look back on his stuff, he didn't go for Republican or Democrat at all.
He went for
hated
Democrat.
both, but he hated them both.
no,
if
he was
you
a
watch it-
registered Republican, but he donated to the Democratic Party.
Yes,
Yeah.
Made a
that's what I'm
$25
saying. But
Yeah.
if he was not
That's what I
for
meant.
either one, if you go back and if you looked at his TikToks and some of the stuff he made, he would bash both sides. He hated both sides. He was not for any of them.
Then why
So-
Trump?
So because
I
why
don't know.
not?
See, and that's the thing. I don't.
What it was is somebody else.
It was
one of the people was like, "Hey, look, we're going to be in on this. We're Secret Service. We'll be in on it. We'll make sure you get out of there. If you do this and you kill him, we'll get you out and get you $100,000." He's 20 years old and don't have crap going for him. Of course, he's going to be
Yeah.
like, "I'm in. Y'all got my back, right?"
Fuck it.
They're like,
Sorry.
"Yeah, we'll cover for you. Secret Service, we'll cover for you. You don't worry about it. You get out of there."
let's
And
see
then
if
shit
it
hit the
takes
fan, and
shots
what
and
else
shoot
they
it.
going to do? Or they's like, "We'll pay you as soon as the job's done." Okay, yeah. And they do it, and they're like, "Sucker." Shoots it.
I don't know.
That's an easy problem solved. Like that's,
Yeah.
but they're not going to go hire a freaking best hitman in the world because in the back of their mind they're going to do exactly what they did to that young kid. They're going to get rid of him. Well, if they've got the best hitman in the world, they may not stand a chance.
Well, that, or if you do shoot him, like he would almost have to get away at that point for everybody to not know it was a conspiracy. Because if you shot him and killed him, then obviously somebody hired the best hitman. And
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
know what
saying.
I'm
Like,
Yeah.
you're going to want to hire somebody.
I'm not saying
that
they like.
nobody would expect.
Yeah.
If he did get away, they'd be like, "Who is this nobody?" Like, don't believe anything he says.
Somebody definitely dropped the ball. Like, it was something went wrong because obviously there was people that was there that videoed the guy climbing on the roof. Here's my thing: why do they even let him go on stage? Like, you would have thought they wouldn't even let him go on stage,
that's what I'm
but
saying.
I don't know.
Inside job.
I don't know. I got mixed feelings about it. Anyway, he didn't get the job done; just hit his ear. So, I mean,
Made
which
that right
I'm
turn.
very, I'm very grateful that that did not happen, because if it did, oh my God, like, they ain't no telling what would have happened after that.
Yeah.
Like, it's, I don't know. Which in my thoughts, I'm not saying it is a conspiracy. I'm not saying that it was an inside job or if it wasn't, but I do find it pretty fishy of right after that did happen and it just hit his ear, they pull Biden out of the race. And yeah, so.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So.
What y'all think? Y'all think Biden's a robot? We talked about this.
I think he's just old and got
I think he's
dementia.
He's a robot.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
I really think it's a sad situation. Like, I don't like.
Crazy how they
as bad
say
as
that he's about to die.
As bad as I don't agree with Biden on his politics, like I feel sorry for what they're doing to the old man because they're just leading him around. Like
he's got Alzheimer's,
yeah,
and
they're taking it
literally boost him with God knows what, so he can get up on stage and still barely make it. Like,
yeah, they're using him as a puppet.
Yeah.
I think there's rumors going around that he had some kind of stroke or something. That's why he went away.
Oh, he had a stroke?
Yeah, he went away, called in to...
They ain't came out and said it, but there was some video circling the internet, like, because he went away because he got sick. So he was out of the public eye for a couple of weeks. Well, the next video that you can see him, like, he's grinning, but only half of his mouth's moving. Yeah. So, you know.
That's how he always grins, though.
And his arm was real stiff, like he didn't move his...
He's always stiff. He falls down the...
stairs.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's definitely not capable of leading, but I really do feel sorry for the old guy. Like they're taking advantage. Like if it wasn't like political reasons, like if you just seen some old guy, like if you knew somebody that had an old grandpa and you knew they had dementia, and like you seen them taking advantage of them, it would really it would really piss me off.
Oh yeah, it'd aggravate me to death. Somebody would be I'd be saying something.
So I don't know. I really hope we get a change of administration, but I just wish all the hate would stop, to be honest with you, from both sides, you know. That's my thoughts. So, but I do think Trump's a lot better pick than Miss Harris. So,
oh yeah, I mean she's just going to be a puppet, also.
Yeah,
I mean she was.
I don't think
it's going to be absolutely insane if she wins because I think she was running for something up in California, and
no, she was running for president, and she had no traction.
Yeah,
in Cali?
nothing.
In the last election. And she dropped out real early.
And she dropped out really early. So
she didn't have enough money to fund her campaign.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like nobody knew who she was back then, though.
Google how much she's worth now.
Oh, I bet she's worth freaking a lot. So
and then Google how much a vice president makes each year.
Yeah.
See how that math adds up.
There's some shady stuff.
Somebody's math ain't mathing.
All the politicians, though, man, they get in there, you know, insider trade. I mean, if you're in the loop, I mean, you're gonna take advantage of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's illegal, but
it should be illegal.
It's supposed to be illegal, but some of them, I mean, they magically get rich somehow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But anyway, did y'all hear about so when Trump picked Vance for his vice president, that was before Biden dropped out, and now they're kind of having second guesses on his vice president pick now since Kamala Harris has stepped up and running against him. Like they're
he's going to change JD.
He ain't changed, but they're like, there's some rumors going around like he wouldn't have picked him if he would have known that.
No, I think that was after, was it not? That was after Biden dropped out.
He picked JD before they announced.
Well, have you seen him like bash her?
Who, JD Vance?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go watch the Nelks podcast
because supposedly Kamala Harris was like saying like JD Vance is a weirdo, and the dude, like if you look him up, he's a normal guy. He was in the military. He's got a normal family. Like he's just
have you not watched the Netflix special?
No.
Oh man, he had
watch
a
it.
terrible childhood.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Like how?
Like his dad was never in the picture. His mom was a drug addict, and like.
So he grew up normal.
Yeah.
I mean, not really.
It's kind of the new normal now.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, not your normal.
Well, you got that street cred.
See, that's where my problem comes in is I think, like, whenever I think of normal, I think parents at home.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about coming home at night and getting beat or your mom trying to kill you driving down the road and, like, just not having just grow like waking up, being a kid, going to school. Just that's normal to me. Like
that's true. Yeah.
So I have a bad, like I don't know, point of view is.
See, that's what
skewed.
everybody though. Everybody
I
got
guess
different
same here.
points of view. Like
Yeah.
like nobody's childhood was the exact same way.
No.
You know.
No, not at all. But like what Garrett was just saying, if you compared that side, y'all two's growing up versus our two growing up, it'd be y'all's
completely different.
Yeah.
outweigh.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing. Like, I think that people complain. Like, I've never once complained about, oh, you had a better childhood than me. You know, I have more knowledge or whatever. I don't ever think that, but people do that because, like, some people they'll have a really crappy childhood and then bash on a rich friend or something that they had growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's playing the victim card. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
So
Something you had no control over. That neither of you had.
yeah,
any
nobody.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what,
yeah.
you can't base
pick. You can't pick where you was born. You just got to make the most of it. Whatever. I mean, but
And better
in
yourself when
hindsight,
you get
though,
older.
Like you see kids from a poor family grow up to be very successful, and then you see kids from a rich family that grow up and be,
Very,
in prison.
Yeah.
It's all about how you look at everything.
You choose your destination.
Oh yeah. So I don't think how you grew up, like, it does have an effect on you in some way,
depending on
But-
how you let it.
but
Yeah.
it's all about your mindset. At the end of the day, it's all about your mindset.
but
on
then
it.
again, your mindset comes from the way you grew up sometimes too. Like,
Yeah, I don't
That kinda
think
goes
so.
back to what we were
I don't-
talking about yesterday.
I honestly do not think that
It's
one
like-
bit.
the,
I think that for sure.
I think your
the
mindset is
the kid of a drug addict usually either A, becomes a drug addict or
No.
B, never does it again. Like,
no. I don't think.
I
that.
mean, they can all obviously learn from their parents, but
yes, you can learn from your parents, but it's your decision to say, you know what, I don't want that.
yeah.
It's like, and you say that, but what about the kids that grow up in a rich family and parents never do drugs and they do drugs?
that's what I'm. But I mean,
It's all about your mindset, the individual's mindset.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It depends.
Yeah.
Like, I see both ways of it.
Because
But I do think
I see both ways too.
yeah, because I know
you
rich
can
people,
change your like you can change the results.
Yeah.
You don't have to stay in the pattern.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
You just got to be strong enough to be able to do it.
it does affect your mindset though. Like,
It can play a factor in it.
I know
yes.
people whose parents were very well off and they just got kind of not, like, nobody ever paid attention to them. They got locked in a room. They got whatever they wanted, but like they had no family contact at all.
Yeah.
And they turned out to be.
And that's like we was talking about on our last short show. You got all these families that look perfect on the outside, but on the inside they're horrible.
Yeah.
And then you got families that look horrible on the outside, but perfect. They're as close as families you can get.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, you gotta play the cards that you're dealt with. You gotta make the best of it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
No matter which way you go, like, just do your thing.
But the bad part about it is not a lot of people think like that.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people like to play the victim card because it's the society we live in. Like
It's the easy card.
yeah, everybody's cultivated.
Everybody gets a trophy.
Everybody's cultivated in today's time to
Participation
be a whine.
award.
If you whine about it enough, it'll change.
Yeah.
That's what they preach everywhere,
Every freaking where.
and it gives you absolutely nothing. But you're just crying about it. You're a crybaby. I
There's a
don't know.
fine line between all of it. I've been a crybaby and actually having like something wrong.
Yeah. I mean,
Now, I'm not saying, like, don't ever cry about, anything. Because sometimes it does take somebody to step up and say, hey, this is not right
Yeah.
for change. But if you're a whiner, like, 24/7, nobody
Like,
wants to be around
when you cry wolf or whatever
Yeah.
that old saying is.
Yeah. So, and I experienced, like, I don't want to hang around a crybaby that cries about everything, why me 24/7. No wonder nobody wants to hang out with you. No wonder you ain't got no friends because you're a downer. That's all you are. I mean, you bring everybody else down with you.
No
But
one's gonna hang out with you.
that's a personal problem that, if you have that, you just got to deal with it and then you got to fix it. Because you're not going to get anything handed. Like, I'm not going to say you're not going to get anything handed to you, but you're not going to get anything in that mindset.
So what would you do if aliens showed up?
Right now, Zach would be safe.
Become friends with them.
Like for real.
I mean, there's no depends on how they are. I don't know.
Oh, I think it shocked me.
Smoke a little tote.
Yeah, like what if they just showed up? Like, but
I mean,
Are you gonna, you can't really communicate. You're not going to be able to like talk to them. You're
How
not
do you
going to.
know?
and until they speak
How do you
English
know
to
they
you,
haven't been watching. Yeah, and they
They
haven't been
could.
watching
They-
us for however many years. And they
watch them
know-
come down and say, "Hey, Zach,
They know more
what's
about
up,
us than we do.
motherfucker?"
They could know English. If they've been observing long enough, they could.
You never know what language they speak.
I just don't think you better communicate with them.
I mean, what if they communicate on a different level than verbal?
What if they read your mind?
Yeah, what if they
Telekinesis.
can talk to you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What would you do? Like if he just if
I
one
have no
landed
idea.
one
One just
landed
popped up
beside
right there.
you, yeah, and just started like you heard a conversation in your head, and he was just like,
Here's my thing though. Imagine
I'd
this.
flip.
Everybody like
I'd flip out.
the way Hollywood is now. All the aliens, they're here to kill us.
Yeah.
What if they show up like Christopher Columbus and just wants to learn and then take everything you got?
Yeah, I'm still everything.
I think like any other species, I think they would be scared of us. You know?
But here's another thing you got to think about.
"Do you think an alien would be scared of us?"
Yeah, I mean,
No.
you think we're scared of them?
Yeah.
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 If they've been,
Why would they not be scared of us?
Well,
it's just like
here's the
deer
thing,
or
though.
like
I mean,
If
they might
they-
be.
any kind of animal.
I don't know
like,
about being scared. They might be like
you know what I mean? No.
Skittish.
cautious.
Yeah.
But I think like if you're an alien, you know that you can mess them.
They're probably listening on us right now.
They're not listening to me. I got a hat.
I think that's just like can't
You
read.
got the
your mind.
I
antenna.
think they can still hear.
But like Garrett just said, they read your mind. What if they don't talk? They ain't getting in my head.
And then what if they?
What
could-
if I'm talking to 3 aliens right now and I don't even know it
Could be.
Never know.
because they couldn't get into me? So
I mean-
now I'm just
I
communicating.
mean, do you remember being born here?
Being
Okay,
born
then.
here.
Do you remember being born here?
My mom claims that she does.
Yeah, and there was pictures.
I got the whole video, man.
Okay, so imagine this. So what if the aliens haven't reached out to us yet? Because the further you go out in space, time moves slower.
Yeah.
So like when we look at a star from the telescope, what is that telescope that they just sent out?
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, they just
What if
sent
they
out-
see another star?
But anyway, they see pretty much what everything looked like hundreds and thousands of years ago, far distance. So what if aliens are actually out there, but when they look at our planet, there's nothing here because it takes that long for light to travel to that telescope. That's the thing. Like that's my.
I don't even know what you just said.
That might.
How do we know they have a telescope like we do?
I'm just saying, like if they're observing us, what if they're
Get a
How-
better
They
away.
can't exhibit.
Get a better
they can't
use
use
telescope, buddy.
what
What
if
you guys saying? Exurb.
observe?
Observe.
Observe.
I was
So
like,
what if we're observing?
Absorb.
What if there's aliens out there, but we just can't see them because they looks like there's nothing out there because it's hundreds of thousands of years ago. Like if you see like there's a theory like if the sun goes out right now, we wouldn't know about it for 8 minutes because that's how long it takes the light to get from the sun to here. 8 minutes.
I didn't know
Then we
that.
would
That's
die.
crazy.
Yeah. So that's what I'm
Then we would
saying.
die
Like,
right after.
that's what I'm saying. Like
You think?
if we're looking out,
Why?
why? I mean,
We'll
we
freeze
might
to
not
death.
see them because we're
Yeah.
looking into the past.
How do you know that though?
Zach, I'm pretty sure if the sun disappears, we're gonna freeze to death, buddy.
I mean, but you don't freeze to death at night.
Because the sun is still
Warming the other
warming
side.
the
Yeah.
other side of the earth.
But if,
And
If
what,
the-
what if the
air
Earth's
around
flat?
it.
Then how's it warming? Is it going underneath the ground?
It's warming the ocean up, which is warming the earth up.
But it's going in
warming-
water, so then it's
warming.
gonna
It's
smolder
warming
out.
the dome up. So
Yeah, it's warming the dome.
what if that's why rain? Like if you get a
See, there's all.
if you get a you can make a what is that
Tantalarium.
something like that. Okay, you get a
Matt
box.
said that word.
You have a box and you put moss and stuff in it. A plastic box, you put it out in the sun. It's gonna rain. It's gonna make its own ecosystem.
Yeah.
What if that's why it rains and because we're in a big dome, the condensation from the earth makes it rain.
Why would it not rain every day?
I just proved the flat earthers right. It's real.
But why would it not rain every single day?
Where's the dew come from?
Yeah. Why does it do every day?
Okay,
I do wonder that. Why does it do like at night?
Condensation.
condensation
Where's
off the
the
sun heating the other side.
The firmament is heating the firmament.
It's heating the firmament up.
I'm just saying.
All
I
I'm
don't
saying is I have no idea either way.
Okay,
Like,
here-
I don't know. The
Here's my
answers.
thoughts. I'm gonna be okay, so there's a line. Here's the flat Earth. Here's the round Earth.
I wish I had a
I'm gonna be
whiteboard.
right in the middle until Elon Musk gives me a ticket to go to Mars and takes me up there, and I'm gonna see. That's the only
Exactly.
really way you're
It's gonna be
gonna
like
know.
Willy Wonka. You got to get the golden ticket.
So what if like aliens have their own planet, like how we think of Mars? You know what I'm saying? Like what
You
if
think the
they're on
moon-
the same track as we are going to Mars as they are going to Earth?
That might be true, and that's the thing. Like it's kind of that's why I said. It's
And what if they're
scary.
scared
Do you
to come
think
to
that- Do you
Earth?
think we've been to Do you think we've been to like outer space?
I don't know.
Do you
Yeah.
think we landed on the moon?
Yes.
But see, that's why I said it's scary.
I don't really know.
I mean, I'll believe anything, honestly.
Dave said, "I'm in."
They taught us that in
I'm
school.
in.
So
They
that
told
makes
us that
me
in school. It's in our
very-
history book.
That's what
And
makes
that
me
goes
worried
back to
about
what
it.
I was saying a while
So
ago.
it's-
Yeah, I know.
They taught you
They
that
also said
stuff
the
to
pyramids were built by Egypt.
They taught you that so y'all wouldn't go down the rabbit hole and look for the actual truth.
That's what I'm saying.
And if you start to like,
I mean,
if you
think-
really start having a conversation about it, really in depth about all these mysteries that we've kind of just touched base on, you will. Somebody gonna be knocking at your door before you know.
Think about going in an airplane, though. I mean, it starts to get darker the higher you go up.
But when
You
you're
know?
in an airplane, the Earth still looks flat
No,
at 50,000 feet.
no,
Yes, it does. Dave.
it doesn't to me.
I was just up there.
whenever I went to Hawaii, I looked.
No, it is definitely not flat.
Did you see the ice wall?
No. It's too far away.
Okay, but if you took like a bowl, right,
Mm-hmm.
and set it on this table, a pretty good sized bowl,
Take the water bottle.
and you went and climbed the ladder halfway up the Empire State Building, and you look down at that little bowl, it's gonna look flat. There's no way it's gonna look
Yeah.
like a dome.
Thank you.
If
But
it's
that defeats.
but if you get down there to it, it's
Okay.
It is, sir. It
So,
is.
based on what they say the measurements of the Earth are, they've debunked this 100 times. So that you take the circumference and something or another, and you can find when you're supposed to be able to start seeing the Earth curve. And they've debunked it, I don't know how many times.
Like
that-
Matt just said, when you get up there, the light's different.
Yeah, I'm talking about down on the ground. Like if
Oh.
you're supposed to be able to see for only a certain amount of miles
Like if you went to like
before it started
Kansas
curving.
and it was flat,
Exactly. And it's like
but
5
you're
or
not
6
high enough
miles.
to see that.
Well, they say you're only.
You
like,
can't see 5 or
If you're
6
at the
miles.
ocean, you can only see 5. You can only see a couple miles
Yeah,
out there.
I mean, you can't.
And you can see the farther the ship goes out,
Let's look at it
the,
this way. When we went,
you can
deep sea
see the water
fishing,
level.
Us three, when we went deep sea fishing, we went so far. When we got to that certain point, you couldn't see land. Why would you not be able
Oh,
to see it?
and it starts going up too.
Like if you're saying that it is flat, and
But
I'm not
should
saying
it start
that you
going
are,
down if it's round?
But in that,
What?
No,
In
the buildings start going down, the water starts going up.
because it's going.
It's curvation, brother.
I think they just disappeared. I didn't see them get smaller. I mean, they obviously get smaller because you're going farther away, but
But like,
But,
if you
I
took
mean,
a
it wouldn't-
telescope and you was on a boat and you looked,
still
do you
see
think
it.
you could see the land?
absolutely.
I don't think you could.
I mean,
When we went deep sea
absolutely.
fishing the other day, and
With a telescope?
With a telescope for sure.
Mm,
You can-
Well, let's go
That's a good
debunk
idea.
this
We're gonna-
right now.
we're-
Let's go to the beach.
we're gonna go deep. We're gonna book a deep sea fishing trip,
And we're gonna
I'm
bring some
a
binoculars.
telescope. No,
Let's
we're gonna
do it,
bring a
yeah.
telescope.
You have to have a telescope. Binoculars.
and
Let's
we're
do
gonna
it.
put it in our cooler. And when we get out there, I'm gonna look at the captain and be like, hold up, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it on video.
I think we should.
Because if
Let's
you
do
could see, if you could see the land, then I would be like, okay, you might have an argument. But if you pull that telescope and you look straight and you don't see nothing, you don't see land, it's because it's done well on round.
Let's do it.
I wonder how far you'd have to go, though.
That's what I'm saying. Look,
I mean,
Because your
probably a couple miles
your
out.
eyes can only see like 2 or 3 miles. Like when you're on the beach and it looks like forever, it's only a couple miles out.
yeah.
Like it's not as far as you think it is.
Yeah.
I just want to know like how.
Yeah, but you,
we would just
I
have.
mean,
to pay.
it'll only take a couple miles to. I mean,
Okay.
like at least 15 miles out to see the buildings at least start to go down.
look up.
Look
So
up
what we
the
need to do is we
skyline
need to
of
find
Chicago.
somebody.
Do what?
picture of the skyline of Chicago from 60 miles away.
We need to look up. Like, we need to get with somebody
Probably
that
more
works
than
on an
15.
oil rig
Yeah.
and tell them they want to go.
Just go to the beach and look at all the oil rigs way out and see if you can see the water level.
We'll just see if you can. See
I got a buddy right now at the beach. I can FaceTime him and tell him to do it.
I doubt he has a telescope, Dave.
He'll go buy one. He's probably drunk right now on the beach.
Because like even when I went through Kansas,
This says dozens of miles, but
Yeah, that one, the second one, or the third one, yeah.
this one it says
Okay.
dozens of miles away. It doesn't say exactly how far.
dozens. That could be 24, 12.
No, 20.
But that would be the Great Lakes, though. Roughly 50 miles away from Chicago.
Exactly. 50 miles worth of water right there, boys. You telling me?
Zoom in.
I don't know how to do
What is
that.
it? I wonder what he's
Get-
looking through.
Where's the sand at?
No, Chicago. That's that's gonna be the Great Lakes.
Okay, we'll zoom in.
Okay, either way.
We'd be able to see the
It
cars
does,
and
does
everything.
it matter if it's the ocean or a lake? I mean,
I mean,
50 miles is 50 miles.
That's true.
I'm not saying like you're gonna go 2 or 3 miles.
Yep, look right there. You I mean, you cannot see
I mean, you can see the sky.
like the house. Yeah, you can see obviously see the skyscrapers, but I mean, there's nothing on the land that you can see.
Because it's not zoomed in enough.
Z- z-
Imagine
just-
how zoomed in that is from 50 miles away.
I can't zoom
That's
in
on a
there.
camera. So if you had something that
I don't
could
think
look
that's on a
further,
camera.
it is on a camera.
No.
Hmm.
And they call it a mirage because
It's a painting.
that would debunk the theory.
What?
That they say that picture is a mirage, so it's a reflection off of the water. It's not actually the buildings that you're seeing, is what they want you to believe. That's what they want
yeah.
you to believe. But I'm telling you, those are the buildings. No, it's not a mirage. You're seeing the real thing.
I think we should go to the beach.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Maybe
let's just go
telescope.
make a trip out of this.
But we got to find somebody.
Right now, I'm off till Monday.
Right,
Come on.
We got to find somebody that's going to be able to
We're
take
going
us
to the beach.
that far out.
That's what I'm saying. You'd have
We
to
could
know
pay
how
somebody
far out.
enough. We could pay somebody.
Okay.
We'll
question.
set all the
Do they
stuff up
not-
on the boat too.
You've
And
been
we'll
on-
just go out there.
You've been on a cruise, right?
Yeah.
Do they not have like telescopes on the cruise? Like on the
Yes,
side?
they do.
Can you see anything?
No,
I'm not gonna pay 50 cents to see something.
You can look down into the water, and that's really about it.
I'm pretty messed
They're not-
up
You
on
not
the
see
cruise.
like
I'm talking. You need a high-powered telescope to be able to see 50 miles.
I got a telescope at the
Okay,
lake
but-
house.
So this is my next question. Why can you not see all the way like Antarctica?
Because it's too far.
Why?
Because your eyes can only see for 2 or
No,
3
like
miles.
if you're up close. How,
for one, you
how
can't.
far? How
you
far
could not
is it?
see. You would have to go all the way to the bottom of Argentina. I think.
Yeah,
down
that's
there.
what I'm saying. Okay, so how far is that from Argentina to Antarctica?
Actually, that's called the Drake Passage. That's the worst. That's the most dangerous strip of sea in the whole earth.
Really?
Yeah, because the currents, it's like super big waves. Let's see how.
Let's go surfing, boys.
Dangerous. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I just want to go on a trip, honestly.
From New Zealand.
From is it Argentina down there?
I don't even know, man.
From South America. We'll just put South America.
Right there.
600 miles is what it says.
Yeah, 600 miles.
Okay.
But
And
yeah,
you just-
that little strip right here is called the Drake Passage.
So if you- so if
and
you've
it's
seen-
very dangerous.
If you could see 50 miles with supposedly a camera, with a telescope, you should be able to see that.
See if there's a picture of it from each point.
Look up how far can a telescope see. I don't know, like a regular telescope. I don't know my telescope.
Not your Walmart.
Yeah.
High tech telescope.
That's a very
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Light
big one
years.
though.
Yeah, that's
See? So why has somebody not just went out there and said, bam?
Billion light years away. So why aren't we spying on China right
How
now?
far can the world's best telescopes? No, several billions.
The Hubble
of-
Space Telescope can see several billion light years. Let's see.
that a normal person can get.
I wonder, like, how far on land can a telescope see
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there we go.
About flat Earth, you can consider 380 height, built, I guess, feet, watched over
10,000 kilometers.
Viewing up to 50 miles away.
If you view the Earth, I think it's 300 to 300 miles
Depending on where you're standing.
sea level. So you need a big telescope to see more than 3 miles with a regular telescope.
10,000 kilometers is 6,213 miles away.
6,000.
Yeah.
So you should be able to see all the way across Antarctica.
I wonder what kind.
All right, we're going. Load up the truck. We'll bring it with us.
I gotta get my passport and we'll go.
But like, why?
Yeah, I did too.
Why haven't they done that?
I don't know.
Maybe
Out of
maybe
all-
we're the only
out of-
ones that thought of it.
Yeah, maybe I'm the first one to think about it.
Out of everybody that's all these smart,
We got to do it before we upload this.
why ain't they ever tried it?
I don't know.
I think you should start small steps. Go on a deep sea fishing trip. Go out there, set it up, and look back. But
Yeah.
you'd have to tell them, be like, hey, which way's land? Because once you get out there,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Bring it navigation
that's the-
system.
yeah, compass.
but see, that's the thing. You'd have to calculate how much curvature it
If
would
going
be for
south,
you.
Go
There-
north.
we're
Let's see.
trying to figure out that there's no curvature, Matt.
I know, but
saying.
if you're gonna look at it, you gotta.
You
Let
gotta,
me
but
Google.
if you can
See if there's a
land-
live camera from space. That would just fix all of our problems.
Go to Google Street View.
Earth curvature calculator. You just missed it. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Oh, there it is.
Here we go.
This is
Distance to an object, say 50 miles. If we're gonna go deep sea fishing,
eyesight level.
0 feet.
6 foot.
Yeah. Well, actually, you'd be taller than that because you'd be in a boat. You'd probably be 12 foot.
But you got to think of don't you have to take into consideration like the
4
sea
miles.
level,
Distance on the horizon. What does that mean?
distance to horizon,
Oh, let's see. Distance between the observer. I have no idea.
50. I don't know.
No. This is pretty. Yeah, I don't know about this.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think it's telling you that the distance to the horizon is going to be 4.2 miles. I don't know.
Obscured object part. The high ground lowest point. The object that is visible to the observer. I don't know. That's
Wait.
not what we was wanting.
It's gonna be a pain.
Just go back and see if there's a
8
live.
inches
There you
per
go.
mile.
So 50 miles times 8 inches divided by 12.
I don't know. I don't have my phone.
50
on me.
times 8. That's 400. That's 4,000.
It'd be 4,000 inches divided by 12.
400.
Oh,
400
two
divided
zeros.
30.33333.
30 foot.
33 feet.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't.
Yeah,
You wouldn't be able to see it.
if the Earth was round.
Yeah, if it was round, it should be 33 feet below the horizon.
So yeah, so 50 miles you shouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah.
So if we get 50 miles out with a telescope, we see it. Problem solved.
We'll go 25 miles out and see if you can only see half.
Well, if it's 25 miles out, you'd only be 16 feet. It'd be 16 foot drop. Roughly.
Yeah, 16 foot drop. So you still wouldn't be able to see it unless you're on a tall boat.
All right, 15 miles out.
Man,
I just
it'd
know
be
when-
8.
I just know when we went out fishing, I couldn't see nothing.
I'm saying this is possible.
And if it,
I mean, we
and
could
if,
do
and
that.
If, and if this was if that was the case, like if you could just keep going out and you could see land, why would a boat not just have a telescope? Why do you need all those navionics, whatever? and-
Weather, channels
yeah, why do you need all that?
To see the bottom of.
for the weather.
Yeah, weather.
You don't want to hit any
But-
rocks.
A
If
lot
it's
of it.
foggy, you can't see. If it's
Yeah.
raining, you can't see.
Yeah, but see that's
A lot of
Yeah.
it so they don't collide with each
Dude,
other.
have you ever been 70 on a boat when it's pouring raining?
But yeah, but I'm saying like when you're sitting there like on a pretty day, why would they not just pull out their yep.
Well, they
there's
used to.
land.
That's how they used to get around.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what.
But
they used
not
to
when
do.
they was halfway across the
Because
sea.
technology is cool and they want it. That's what it boils down to.
They had
I mean, you don't have to
compass and a
have it.
Hey, did you know
It-
we seen the ships? the Pinta and the Santa Maria, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, they had them at Gunnersville
Gunnersville.
sitting there. Yeah,
Yeah.
they was replicas.
But they look.
Dude, and that's the thing. Like, we was looking at it, I was like, they ain't no way I would sail across from freaking France.
Little or something.
No, they were huge, but
No, they're not as big as you think they are.
they're pretty big.
They're big, but they're not these massive. Like,
Not a cruise ship.
They got to at least fit in
Absolutely
the
not.
dam.
they're probably 60 foot long.
Oh, that's it.
yeah,
They're not big.
they're probably the size of.
They got to at least fit in the dam. Like
They're
to
probably
go
about.
down.
Yeah, they're probably about the size of a house trailer.
About that long. Yeah.
About 50
Yeah.
foot.
And like barges are way bigger.
And it's not.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they're not.
barges are bigger.
They're not wide either. They might be as wide as this room right here,
Mm-hmm.
if that.
And they are like domed. You
Yeah.
know, they're not
boat shaped.
they're boat shaped. I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna flip it.
But when you think of like Pirates Caribbean boats, not it. They was small compared
And
to
just
that.
like you had one platform.
Yeah.
That's it.
We didn't go on them, but yeah, it was. Ain't no way I would not sail across the freaking.
Do y'all believe in ghosts?
No.
I don't know. I'm iffy on that too.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't know if they're ghosts, but spirits for sure. I don't know.
I can probably debunk it, but I mean, I see people die every day.
Yeah, true.
Hospital's not haunted.
Not where I'm at, no. Probably third floor, if anything.
He said, I ain't been down in the morgue.
Yeah, the morgue I haven't been down. That's not for me.
I've never seen a ghost.
I've never seen a ghost.
I mean, I've never seen one per se, but I've heard.
I know
Well, here's
Autumn and Cameron believe. but-
Here's the thing, what I think. Whenever nobody ever sees a ghost during the day, it's always late at night. So your brain it's like the Bigfoot thing. Only people see Bigfoot when they're outside at night is because you hear a sound and your brain has to have make some rationalized decision on where that sound's coming from.
Who told you that?
I heard it somewhere. I don't know.
They just told
But it
you
makes
that.
sense though.
They just told you that.
But no, I don't believe in ghosts. Do you believe in ghosts, Zach?
I don't know if I necessarily say ghost. I'm kind of like Garrett. Something. Yes.
I mean, I believe in spirits.
Yeah, spirits is a different story.
So I believe
But
like
Man.
ooh boogie. No.
no.
No, yeah, definitely not that.
Not
But there
guardian
is, like,
angels. Yeah, maybe.
There is an evil and a good as far as like the spirits. I believe.
Oh yeah, I mean, I believe people can get possessed. I don't know.
Oh, I believe people can get possessed too.
Got it.
I see it every day. Every single day, dude. People
I
are
bet.
And
people are insane.
It's called drugs.
Well,
No, not just drugs. I saw someone yesterday or 2 days ago. Nothing in their system. Absolutely fucking crazy, dude.
I mean,
Bizarre.
the Bible tells us about a lot of people that were possessed. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was Mary. Jesus came and pulled the demon out of her, and she walked with him for the rest of the,
Oh yeah,
the time.
I know what you're talking about.
I mean, I agree. I do think that is a thing, and it's a sketchy.
Like they do
Like,
still
if you-
do exorcisms and stuff all the time.
Oh yeah, if you really like, kind of look into it, it is sketchy. Some of it.
We should make a trip to the Exorcist house.
No, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one.
Yeah, I don't-
I
We're
believe
gonna
in
look.
them enough
We're
to
gonna,
not
we're
it-
gonna
go
look through
there.
the telescope, but we're not going there.
I believe in ghosts enough to not go there.
Yeah. You do? I'm out
I'm not gonna push
because
my.
I'm not gonna take my chances.
I'm just making suggestions. I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah, but
That scared me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
What other things you got over there?
I got all kind of stuff over here.
Let's go through them.
Calm down.
Most of them's long.
calm down.
But yeah, I can see kind of possession, like spirits, but ghosts that haunt, like haunting ghosts, no.
No.
But if they are real, I got a few people I'm gonna haunt.
Can you pay them?
Don't haunt me, man, please.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know anybody that's got like crazy ghost stories either. Like, and if
Well-
if they do, they're like 5. That when it happened to them, you know.
No,
It's just
ours was like
imagination.
15
What?
over at David Daniels.
I don't recall.
Well, we was getting ready in his back bedroom, and that bag lifted up in the middle of the floor, and it was the only thing in the room.
I wasn't there. I didn't see it.
That was sketch.
Could have been a wind draft.
A bag, like a
Yeah.
duffel bag,
Oh,
not like a plastic bag.
was it dark in there?
No, they were redoing his bedroom floor and everything, so everything was out of there besides like a duffel bag with tools in it.
Who's?
And we were getting ready, and in the mirror, me and Daniel both, not just me.
You sure it
not-
just didn't get knocked over by something, and you just seen a slivet of it, and it's just your imagination.
Matt? It was a duffel bag full of tools sitting in the middle of the floor with nothing else in the room. Not a table, not carpet, not hardwood. It was bare floor, nothing but the bag of tools.
I don't know.
And we're sitting there, me and Daniel's getting ready, and it picks up and then drops. And I'm looking in the mirror at it when it's doing it.
I don't know.
So,
I don't know about it, brother.
like I'm telling you,
Shit just happens.
I come running out of that room.
I couldn't tell you.
I ran out of that room so fast.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I remember Matt broke a sink over there.
I did do that. we're not gonna go into that, but that did. That 100% happened.
I don't think that one was a ghost.
Nope.
Nope.
So that was kind of some of that, like some places we went when we were younger was kind of sketch.
Oh, we did. I don't know how we made it.
I don't either.
How are we here right now?
I don't know.
Because the guardian angel's looking out over us. Like, yeah.
That's right.
Like all them nights we went karaoke in and
I don't know. Like it was rough.
Playing pool.
playing pool.
It was crazy. Some of the stuff we went through when we were younger. Like we was talking about this the other day. Kids nowadays they don't have a clue.
No, I mean me and Matt, we rode bikes for
Miles.
miles.
That's how we were.
12,
You know?
12
Kids
years
nowadays,
old.
it's all virtual.
Yeah.
It's all
We
virtual
literally got on our
reality.
bikes and just rode for miles. It wasn't a big deal.
Would go in
either.
the woods,
Oh,
spend
man.
all day. Like,
I remember it was snowing outside. Me and Matt were walking through a creek.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
No waders. We didn't have no waders. We were walking
We
through
just
a
tough.
straight up creek. I don't know how we didn't lose a toe or
kids
something.
nowadays wouldn't make it to the creek.
No. They'd got in the woods and been like, oh no, the aliens and Bigfoot. And the ghost, I can't go in there.
I saw Bigfoot, man.
can't
I swear to God.
They can't respawn.
Yeah. That's the thing about life. You only get one go at it.
Yeah.
There's no reset button.
Nope.
So, yeah, I don't know how they do it.
I don't know how we did it.
I don't know how we did it, but we did. But these kids now, I don't know how they do it. Virtual reality. Everybody talks
That
about
stuff
like
is
the
crazy.
VR headset.
It's crazy.
I've never had one on. I've never tried it, so I have no idea.
I got the UFC one, and it's a damn workout, dude.
David's done knocked 3 holes in the wall. And
Yeah,
knocked his
I
TV down.
might have knocked a hole in Cameron's cabinet, but other than that, I mean, it's a workout.
That's crazy. How did they come up with that?
I fought one guy and I was pooped after, dude.
I bet. I mean, it could be used for like some like exercise. I think it would be very, very good to use. Like some training simulations would be fine, but
And it was back whenever I was
Or you
working
could just
out
go
every
outside
single
and
day, too.
exercise.
yeah,
What?
So or you could just go outside and exercise.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
mean, you're literally not using any weights or anything. You're just swinging your arms. Just do that without it.
go outside and swing a machete to the woods.
That's the thing, though. Like
Yeah.
that's what's bad about the world today. If somebody sees you with a headset on doing that, it's normal. But if somebody sees you out in your yard just punching the air, they're gonna be like,
You're psychotic
"What
as
is that
fuck,
guy
man."
tweaking on?"
This guy's tweaking.
Exactly.
Also normal.
Like, what is that guy doing? Like he's on some serious hard stuff.
Hey, man, what you got?
It's weird. Let's think like,
Are
have
you-
y'all ever seen that movie?
and going back to like going through the woods and stuff. If kids was to do that nowadays, everybody's such stuck up now. They're like, "Oh, you can't be on my yard, or you can't come through my woods." Da, da, da. Back in the day, we didn't ask, and if they did
They
catch
just
you, they
didn't
was like,
know.
"Oh, y'all have fun. Don't tear
Yeah.
nothing up."
Yeah, or you just ran.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you just got away.
I never stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, did y'all see that movie? Have y'all ever seen that movie Ready Player One?
Yes.
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
No. What is that?
Y'all watch too much TV.
We do.
I watch TV at night, but
I don't. I literally just bought a TV for my room last Sunday. I've never had a TV in my room.
me neither. Never.
Never.
You lie. You got one in your room right now.
Look at that.
It's a studio. It's a studio.
I see one in your room right now.
It's a studio. When I've never had a TV
I've never had a TV. Never thought about it.
because I never go to my room unless I'm sleeping. But anyway, imagine
We're here right now.
if that on the Ready Player One, that's pretty much where we're going.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll be in like 20 years. Everybody's just,
Is that on like Netflix or something?
I don't know. It's on somewhere. It was a big movie like a couple years ago, but pretty much like the whole world's a game, and like everybody lives in these just one room apartments, and they use the VR headset to do everything. Like
To
they
live
have
their life.
their avatars. And
It's like
everything,
Wally, man. Like I said the other
That'd
day.
be crazy. I'd never do
Wally.
that.
Wally is us in the future. We're all going to be
I gotta pee.
overweight, running up, scooting around.
I gotta get another water.
Just walking around like in your little scooter. You don't have any activity. You don't have nothing. Somebody's gonna bring you something. Or like that
Robots
movie
do
I,
everything.
Robot,
Oh yeah, iRobot.
where they make everybody like you can buy a robot and he'll do
That and
everything.
they're robots of the police and
Mhm. Have you seen the new one that they're coming out? I haven't. I've seen it on TikTok, like little clips of it where there's like they make these guys and girls and they literally look real
oh yeah.
and like
I don't know what. Like I haven't seen a movie or anything, but
it's like no, I'm good. They have like a full blown like if you walked up on them and outside you'd be like that's a person.
yeah.
And like no, like that's just it. They move just like we do. They talk. They do everything like we would, but they're robots. And like you can get one for your house and program it to do certain things and like do whatever. I'm like
That's when they take over.